أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والحمد لله رب العالمين وصلى الله وسلم وبارك على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. نويت التعلم والتعليم والتذكر والتذكير والنفع والانتفاع والإفادة والاستفادة والحث على التمسك بكتاب الله وبسنة رسوله صلى الله عليه وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم، والدعاء على الهدى والدلالة على الخير ابتغاء وجه الله ومرضاته وقربه وثوابه سبحانه وتعالى. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Bismillah, let's start inshallah ta'ala. So maybe there might be a few more joining. So while the others join inshallah ta'ala, let us review the homework which we had, isn't it? The homework which we had is to go through the third page of the Mus'haf by listening and just to begin to recognize letters inshallah ta'ala. And hopefully, inshallah ta'ala, we should be in a better place now than we found ourselves last week, inshallah ta'ala. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said, "Khalas, even if 2 days of the believer are the same, khalas, then that's enough of a tribulation, that's enough of a calamity." I.e., the day which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has blessed the slave with, that slave completely squanders the opportunity, completely squanders the opportunity to increase, to elevate oneself, to improve oneself, to draw closer to his Lord subhanahu wa ta'ala, to increase in connection to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So a day must not pass except that we find some benefit in it, except that we find some benefit in the blessing that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us and continues to give us day after day, in reality, breath after breath. So Bismillah, let's start inshallah ta'ala. So we'll try to go through inshallah ta'ala the homework. I'll try to follow along with the cursor, and as we mentioned, all you need to do is try to recognize the letters. Yeah. So after I've gone through, if there are any questions, anything which you found difficult with regards to recognizing, or you found something particularly tricky, then Bismillah, let's talk about it. Yeah. So first I'll recite, inshallah ta'ala, and then we'll talk about it. Any questions that you may have. Bismillah. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. You're able to see the screen, right? Yeah, you can see the screen.
Yeah.
Okay, jazakallah khair. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إن الذين كفروا سواء عليهم أأنذرتهم أم لم تنذرهم لا يؤمنون. ختم الله على قلوبهم وعلى سمعهم وعلى أبصارهم غشاوة ولهم عذاب عظيم. ومن الناس من يقول آمنا بالله وباليوم الآخر وما هم بمؤمنين. يخادعون الله والذين آمنوا وما يخدعون إلا أنفسهم وما يشعرون. في قلوبهم مرض فزادهم الله مرضا ولهم عذاب أليم بما كانوا يكذبون. وإذا قيل لهم لا تفسدوا في الأرض قالوا إنما نحن مصلحون. ألا إنهم هم المفسدون ولكن لا يشعرون. وإذا قيل لهم آمنوا كما آمن الناس قالوا أنؤمن كما آمن السفهاء ألا إنهم هم السفهاء ولكن لا يعلمون وإذا لقوا الذين آمنوا قالوا آمنا وإذا خلوا إلى شياطينهم قالوا إنا معكم إنما نحن مستهزئون الله يستهزئ بهم ويمدهم في طغيانهم يعمهون أولئك الذين اشتروا الضلالة بالهدى فما ربحت تجارتهم وما كانوا مهتدين صدق الله العظيم. بسم الله. Any questions? Any questions? Were we able to identify the letters? Like, are we making a progress in that regard? Inshallah ta'ala. Okay. Oh, yeah. So the more we do that, inshallah ta'ala, the more we practice. This is the way, yeah. This is the way to learn. Yeah, you basically, the more you expose yourself to the language, the more familiar you'll become with it. That's true with anything in life. Yeah, the more you do of something, the more familiarized you become, and the more easier it becomes as a result. Any questions? Any particular questions about anything? Anything in general about what we just read or anything?
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah. Yes, please go ahead.
Sheikh, I just got one question on the gunnas, on the ikfas. You was sort of holding. I felt that you was holding more than 2 counts. Is that was you holding 2 counts, or is it me just?
Firstly, that which is taught as 2 counts is incorrect, but this is beyond the scope of the course now. Like
Oh, okay,
we are just
okay.
doing basic letters. Yeah, what you get taught as doing 2 counts is that's incorrect. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's incorrect. The ikhfa is probably closer to 2 counts, but the idgham is probably closer to 3. Yeah, and that's how you teach basically like children at a basic level. It's not that's not necessarily accurate. Yeah,
Okay.
that people get taught the ghunna to be for 2 counts.
Right. Yeah, that's what I was a bit
Um,
okay. Okay.
yeah, so yeah, that's complete. That's like yeah, that's like yeah, miles ahead of where we are now. So yeah, just now, class.
Okay. Okay. No, no
If we
problem.
can identify the letters. That's all.
Okay.
Not even the
Okay.
harakat.
My
Okay.
my apologies.
No, that's
Apologies.
fine. That's fine. It's good. It's good. Yeah, no worries. Anything else? Yes, please. Is there a question? Okay. Khair, inshallah ta'ala. If there's no question, let's go back, inshallah ta'ala, to the Nurani Qaida. Or the Qaida Nuraniya. So we did the الدرس الأول, the first lesson, حروف الهجائي, الهجائي المنفردة. الهجائي, like the alphabet basically, or الحروف الأبجدية, how they're known. المنفردة meaning by themselves, letters by themselves, each by itself. So that's the first lesson. We got ourselves familiarized with the alphabet. Is anyone still not familiar with the alphabet? Do we need to go over it again is the question. Is anyone still not familiar with the alphabet? Yes, no, okay. So I take that as we are familiar with the alphabet then. Yeah, we are familiar with the alphabet.
Yeah.
The next lesson, yes, go ahead. Atif?
Yes.
Okay, okay. So the next lesson at the الدرس الثاني, the second lesson which we are still doing, حروف الهجائي المركبة. So these are not letters منفردة by themselves, but letters with other letters when they come together. When they come together, trying to identify them and recognize them. Yeah, trying to identify them and recognize them. And we were in the midst of this lesson, this chapter. Okay. We should have noticed in what you would have tried, no doubt, come across in your homework when doing it by yourselves and while we read today. As you can see here, the way of writing يخادعون. As you can see, this ya is written on top of the kha. So the way you identify is which dots come first. So this dot comes after these two dots. That means these two dots are for the first letter. So it's a ya and not a noon. Yeah. يخادعون. يخادعون. Likewise here. يخادعون الله والذين آمنوا وما again يخدعون. Same, it's written the same way. Yeah. So these kind of things you'll pick up as you familiarize yourself with the mushaf. And the scholars, they say just to look at the mushaf is ibadah, even if you're not reading. Just to look at the speech of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, even if you're not reciting it, is ibadah. Okay, where were we? Coming back. Sorry, I didn't share the screen, isn't it? Yeah, subhanallah. Okay, this is what I was talking about. Here, as you can see here, yukhadi'una. This ya is written on top of the kha. Yeah, and you know which letter comes first by looking at the dots, and which haraka comes first by looking at the haraka. So the dots which come first are the ya's dots, the two dots below. So it's not a noon, it's a ya. And this one is not a ha, it's a kha. This dot belongs to the second letter. Likewise, the dhamma belongs to the first letter and the fatha. We haven't done that yet. So it's yukhadiyu. Likewise, later, yukhadiyun Allah walladhina amanu wa ma yakhda'una. The ya, the two dots of the ya come first. So this first letter is a ya, and then it's a kha. Yeah, can you see that? It's a ya and a kha. Yeah, there should be no confusion in that regard. Yes?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, good. Just a second. Bismillah. So coming back to our lesson in the Al-Qaida Al-Nuraniyah. So we are in the second page. Bismillah. Let's start again, inshallah ta'ala. We'll start again, the second page. Bismillah. Who wants to read? Bismillah. If you can do the first two lines. Just identify letter by letter. Yeah. Bismillah. Go ahead. Who wants to?
Shall I start?
Yes, please go ahead.
Shall I? Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Waalaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
So shall I read word by word or sorry? Ba noon noon.
Again?
Ba
Mm,
noon
mm.
noon.
Good, carry on.
Ta
Mm.
ya noon. Ya ta noon. Ta noon.
Make the tha clear. Tha,
Ta
noon.
ta
Again?
ta noon.
Okay.
Jeen ha
Ha. This is not a ha. This is a ha.
ha ha
Again?
ha ha
Again?
ha.
Just a second. I can't. Don't do it too soon. Just slowly. Just do it once, please.
Yes. Okay. Ha ha
Again?
ha ha
Okay.
ha sa
Tha.
ha sa
There's no ha.
Ha.
It's not ha. It's not ha. It's
Yeah.
ha.
Yeah, yeah.
Ha.
Ha, sa,
Okay.
kha,
Hmm.
ba,
Hmm.
jim, ta,
Hmm.
ta, ha, sa, ta,
No.
ha, ta,
Again.
ya. Sorry,
Do that word again, please.
ta, ha, ta,
Hmm.
ya, jim, ba,
Good. Good.
ba,
Yeah, that's
ha,
enough.
ta.
Jazakallah khairan. That's enough.
Okay.
Jazakallah khairan.
Okay.
Someone else carry on, please. Bismillah. Who wants to carry on? Bismillah.
Shall I go for it?
Yes, please go ahead.
Ba, kha, ta.
The kha is heavy. You say kha, not kha. Kha.
Ba, kha, ta.
Good.
And is this ta?
It's again a ta. Do you remember? Does anyone remember the name of this type of ta?
The ta marbuta.
Good. It's a ta marbuta. Good. Yeah, carry on, Atir. Ta marbuta.
Ta, ha,
Again.
ha,
Good.
ha. Ba, ta.
Ta marbuta.
correct?
Better to say ta marbuta. So whenever you come across this letter, say ta marbuta because it's a specific type of ta, like we discussed. Yeah. Next.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
I can't identify what is this.
Look at
This
the word which you just did. Look at the word.
This is
Sorry.
ta, ha.
Yeah, it's a ta ha. Yeah, it's a ha. Yeah, you wouldn't find it written like this in the Musaf. In fact, you'd probably find it only written like this in like calligraphy and stuff. You wouldn't typically find it written like that. Carry on, please.
Ta, seen.
Sorry, where are you? Tahsin.
I'm not sure if I'm right. So right after the ta, ta.
No. That's not a taha. The two dots are below. I thought you were doing the next one.
Two dots below is yeah.
Correct.
Yeah, ha. The next one is ta, seen.
No, that's also a ha. The ha. This is what I was referring to. The ha is not written like this in the Musaf, nor in like normal Arabic script. It's like written in like in the flourish of calligraphy. That's usually where you'll find it. Or if you found someone writing ruka or in like what is in like Arabic cursive writing, you wouldn't typically find it printed like this in books.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, carry on.
So is this noon ta marmuta?
Ta marbuta. Good. Marbuta. Good.
And dal mean, or is it just mean?
No, it's not a meme. It's a. Is this letter?
Ha,
Ha.
ha.
Yeah. It's when it joins to something after it, this is how it's written. Yeah. When it joins to something after it, that's how it's written. Yeah. Okay. Like for example, coming back to the page which we just read. Can you see here? Absarihim here on the top.
Where?
On the top here, on the top right. Absarihim. This ha. Yeah. When the ha joins to something after it, that's how it's written. Yeah. When it's in the middle, it's like this. وَلَهُمْ وَلَهُمْ. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, Bismillah, carry on from the ha.
Ya, ya, ha, ba,
Good.
ba, ha, alif,
جيد.
ba, ha, mim,
Good.
dal,
Okay. Dal. Dal.
dal, dal.
Good. Jazakallah khairan. Someone else, please carry on. Who wants to carry on? Bismillah.
I'll have a go, Sheikh.
I'll do it.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Okay. First Mahfuz, then Farah, and then Husnain. Bismillah. Go ahead.
Dhal,
Hmm.
Jim, Dal,
Hmm.
Kha, Dhal,
Hmm.
Ra,
Hmm.
Ra, Za, Jim, Ra,
Hmm.
Kha, Za,
Hmm.
Ra,
Hmm.
Za,
Hmm.
Ya, Ra.
Yeah, and again, these you won't find it written like this in the Quran. This is just showing you how else you could potentially find it. Typically, you won't find it written like this in the Mus'haf. Carry on, please.
Ta, Za,
Hmm.
Sin.
Okay, Jazakallah khairan. Farah, please carry on.
Sheen,
Hmm.
Seen, Lam,
Hmm.
Sheen, Lam, Sod,
Hmm.
Dod, Saw.
Good. Hmm.
Continue.
Yes, please.
Zaw,
Again,
Zaw,
not za. Your tongue between your teeth. The,
Zaw,
the.
Zaw,
Again,
Zaw,
good.
Sod, Ba,
Mm,
Saw, Ba,
mm, mm,
Dod, Alif,
mm.
Zaw, Alif,
Again,
Ain,
no. The alif again.
Zaw, Alif,
Mm, good.
Ain,
Ain, good. Husnain, Husnain, yes, please go ahead. You wanted to read?
غين
Okay.
حمزة عين
Yeah.
زا غين را صاد عين ضاد غين با عين لام
No, it's not lamb. It's
تا
not long. It's not ba'in lamb. It's not long enough for a lamb. Lamb is like this. Lamb is huge.
اوكي دال
Yeah. Again,
با عين دال
say dal.
دال
So don't say dal. That's English. Da. This is Arabic. Dal.
دال
Try to move your front tongue to the front, behind your top teeth. The, as opposed to in English, your tongue is in the roof of the mouth. Da. We want it behind your top teeth. The, say the.
دال
Again?
دال
No, it's still not there. Behind your top teeth. The.
دا دال
Can you tell that's English? If I did the Arabic sound in English, you'd immediately recognize it. If instead of saying, what are you doing? I said, what are you doing? You can tell that's not English sound, is it?
يس
That's the Arabic sound. Do. What are you doing? Do. Yeah, that's Arabic. Do. Da, do, di. Yeah. This is the sound you want. Da, da. Your tongue behind your top teeth. Literally behind your top teeth. Your tongue should be touching the back of your top teeth. Da, da. Say da.
Da.
Yeah, we still need to work on it. Can you tell the difference though? If I say da and da, da, da. Can you tell the difference?
Yes.
Yeah. So that's what it
Not
is.
quite, to be honest.
You can't.
Not quite, to be honest.
If I said what are you doing, you can't tell.
It sounds like a dua to me then.
What are you doing? Do. Yeah. That's Arabic dal. Do with a dhamma. Do. Da, do, di, do.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Practice it. Do it, carry on. Ba, ain, dal.
Ta, ghain, dal.
Again.
Ta, ghain, dal.
Yeah, see the ta, the dal, and the ta, all of them from the same place. So your ta sounds like the English ta. Do it again. Ta.
Ta,
Good. Again.
ta, ghain, dal.
Not the dal. It's not dal. But the dal was good when you said it now. Yeah. But it's not dal though.
No, dal.
Dal. The.
Dal.
Dal. Yeah. Do da, dal.
Sorry?
Do the previous. Do the dal. Say dal.
Dal. Dal.
Good. Again.
Dal.
Okay. Khair, inshallah. Practice will come. Carry on.
Hamza.
Good.
Wow, Hamza.
No, it's just Hamza. That's it.
It's Hamza.
Hamza.
Yeah. Or is it just
And
a Hamza again?
no, it's just yeah. A Hamza can do whatever it wants. Yeah.
Oh.
No matter what it does, it's a Hamza.
Okay, inshallah.
Okay. Let me bring up something. Let me see if I can bring up something. Okay, can you see the screen? Okay. The Hamza. Okay. Let's not. This is the Hamza basically. We don't want to go into the Hamza al-Qat'a and the Hamza al-Wasl. This is the actual letter, which is the Hamza, the proper letter. The Hamza it does a lot of different things, but you can always figure it out that it's a Hamza you're looking at. So, for example, here, aflaha, the Hamza is on top of the alif because there's a fatha there. Ikrah, the Hamza is at the bottom of the alif because there's a kasra there. Ubarri'u, here, this Hamza is fine, it's on top of the alif. Here, it's on top of the ya. Okay. Jittum, it's on top of a ya in the middle of the word. Nisa'ihim is at the bottom, it's below the ya, and it's because it's got a kasra. Al-mu'minun is on top of a waw. Yeah. Al-Qur'an is just by itself. They have nothing. Yeah. Shay'a, yeah, it's again by itself. It's like suspended. Yeah. And then it can sit by itself at the end of the word, at the beginning of the word. Basically, you can always figure out that it's a Hamza. It's a Hamza. Just because you can see the symbol of the Hamza, which is actually the head of the letter Ain. Yeah. It's actually the head of the letter Ain because it's a Hamzatul Qata'. Yeah, this Ain there is the head of the letter Ain. So you can always figure it out. Doesn't matter on what it's at. Yeah, another thing, when you see a letter sat on another letter, like like it is not possible for a letter to carry another letter. So for example, a letter, like one letter cannot carry another letter, what we were looking at just now. So for example here, it's not possible for the ya to carry a hamza. It's meaningless, doesn't mean anything. You cannot, what does that mean for you to articulate? It doesn't mean anything. All that it means is it's a hamza. That's it. If you see a letter on top of another letter, the letter which is sitting on top, that's what it is. That's what it is. That's it. Yeah. So this hamza is sat on the ya, it's a hamza. A hamza sat on a ya, it's a hamza. Hamza sat below ya, it's a hamza. So whatever it is, the letter, the sign which is there, that's what the letter is, regardless of what it's sat on or what it's not. Yeah, or even if it's sat by itself. So the moment you see the symbol of a hamza, it's a hamza. It's not any other letter. Yeah. So all of these with regards to articulation are exactly the same, even though they look different. That is because of the rules of the writing of the language. Now, there are rules behind this. Obviously, there's rules behind all of this. Why you write each word a particular way. There's rules behind that. But that's kind of beside the point now, at this point of time. But whenever you see a hamza, it's a hamza. Doesn't matter what it's doing. And here, the words like these, you need to be careful. Okay. Al-akhirah. Here, you should notice that the hamza is not sat on the alif. It's sat in between the lam and the alif. Yeah, we have done identifying this as a lam and alif previously. We have done that already. What you should notice here is sat in between the two. It's not sat on top of the alif. So if it were sat on top of the alif, the word would be al-akhirah. The word is not al-akhirah because why? The hamza is sat before the alif. So the alif is by itself. So then it makes it long. It's okay. Likewise, li ayatina. You don't need to worry about this. We haven't done harakat yet. What I'm just telling you, notice the positioning of the hamza there. It's not positioned on top of the alif, rather it's positioned between the lam and the alif. That's all you need to know for now. Yeah. So so in situations such as these, the hamza is a separate letter and the alif is a separate letter. That's all you need to know now. Yeah, nothing else. The hamza is a separate letter and the alif is a separate letter after it. As opposed to aflaha, where the hamza is sat on the alif. It's just one letter and it is the hamza. Can we see and tell the difference? Does that make sense? Yes, no?
Yes.
Okay. Jazakallahu khair. Okay. Any questions? Yeah. A hamza is a hamza. That's it. Okay.
Mhm. No.
Yeah. So this is what we were doing. So we did. So this is a hamza, and a hamza again, and then the fa. Okay. Bismillah. Someone else carry on. Makes no sense. What? But trying.
I don't know why I can't see the screen now.
Okay, I'll reshare it. Yeah, but yeah, Carla, if you can please explain what it is that you're not able. Maybe I can help you if you're a bit specific, inshallah.
Hello, can you hear me?
Jazakallah.
Yes, please go ahead.
Yeah, so it was just a bit confusing on when you said it's not the letter, it's always the hamza. So why is it then over a letter or below a letter if it's not the letter?
Yeah, because there are reasons for writing it as such. Yeah, the hamza. So for example, here the reason the hamza is written on top or it's the bottom, depending upon the haraka. It depends on the vowel. So it's written on top of the alif because there's a fatha there. Bottom of the alif because there's a kasra there. The reason the hamza is written on a ya because it's preceded by a kasra. So and the ya relates to the kasra. Yeah, ya is basically the elongated kasra. Kasra is e, and then ya is e, the mad. So and likewise, the hamza here preceded by a kasra. Hamza here preceded. In this case, this is a slightly different scenario because there is a mad letter before. That's a different rule. So here the Hamza is preceded by a dhamma, oo, so it's sat on a waw. Here the Hamza is preceded by sukun, so it's sat by itself, and also it's followed by an alif, which also plays a role. So basically, there is a reason for everything. Okay, there are rules to a language. Okay.
Jazakallah.
Hayakum. Does that help?
Inshallah, little by little, I'm yeah, inshallah, sort of. Not fully. I think as we go on, inshallah, I will.
The key is just exposure. Yeah, it's not like for example, no one in the right mind will say, "Khalas, you've learned, like this is what you do in order to drive. You've passed your prior theory, so just khalas, just go on and drive." Yeah, that doesn't work like that. Something you might understand something, but in practice, it'll take time. It'll take time. That's the nature of things. That's the nature of things. Okay. So, but if someone is not understanding anything, something, then you have to ask. Like, khalas, I wouldn't know otherwise. Yeah. Only if you ask can I try to help. So if anyone does not understand anything, khalas, bismillah, ask the question. Yeah. Bismillah. Anything else? Anything else?
I think my camera was on all this day.
No, I've got the cover on it.
Yes. Sorry. Is there a question? Is there a question? Muhammad, is there a question?
No, sorry.
Okay, khair, inshallah. Okay, bismillah, carry on, inshallah ta'ala. Who wants to continue?
I'll have a go.
Bismillah, go ahead.
Qaf,
Yes, go
Wa.
ahead. Wow.
Qaf, wow. Sorry.
Good.
Wow. Qaf, wow. Fa,
No.
wow. Fa, Qaf, lam. Qaf, fa, lam. Ya, fa, mim, mim. Ha, mim. Lam, mim. Ta, mim. Ta, mim, ta.
Good, very good. Jazakallah khairan. Yeah.
Barakallah.
So any questions on what you have done so far? Obviously, this is just the beginning. Yeah, it's not the be all and end all of identifying letters when they come together. This is just like the beginning. But does anyone have any questions in this? Does anything here, is there anything here which doesn't make sense? Yeah, if there is, then please, this is, yeah, you have to raise the question before we move on to the next chapter. Are there any questions with regards to any of the letters written here? Do you find?
No,
Yes?
thank you.
Okay. Anyone else? If you have any questions, Bismillah. Yeah. So if that is not the case, then Bismillah, let's move ahead. Okay. So the next one, this is specifically to do with the Quran, not to do with the normal usage of the language. Okay. So this Ad-Dars al-Thalith, this third lesson, is specifically to do with the recitation of the Quran. So these which have been written below, these are known as al-huruf al-muqatta'ah. Al-huruf al-muqatta'ah, meaning the broken letters. Yeah. The broken letters, i.e., normally, what do? Normally, you do not articulate the letter. You do not say the letter in and of itself. You say the sounds of the letters which you use in your words, and you put those sounds together to form the words that you intend to articulate. That's how you usually articulate. That's how you usually recite as well. But these letters, these are the broken letters of the Quran. Many a chapter in the Quran, more than 30 chapters of the Quran, begin with these letters. What are these letters? These letters, you articulate the actual name of the letters as opposed to the sounds of the letters. So these are known as the huruf al-muqatta'a. And even though many scholars have suggested what could be potentially the meanings behind these letters, everyone ultimately says Allah Ta'ala knows best. We do not know for certain what these letters mean. What these letters mean, we do not know for certain, but what is commonly said is it is highly possible, that this is like a challenge to those who disbelieved in the Quran. And the Arabs at the time of revelation were at the peak of eloquence. And this is something which they boasted about. This was something which they sought honor in, that their command over the language. Yeah, their command over the language and their ability to articulate at the highest level of eloquence and lucidity. That was their claim to fame. Of the things which was their claim to fame. And this is like khalas, Allah Subhanahu wa Taala showing you, khalas, these are the letters of your language. Khalas. If you can produce anything like the Quran, Bismillah, go ahead. Yeah. Yeah. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells, فَلَن تَفْعَلُوا فَلَمْ تَفْعَلُوا وَلَن تَفْعَلُوا. They could never do it and they'll never be able to do it in the future. So how do you articulate them? There are rules which govern the articulation of these letters. But as of now, for now, just it's sufficient for us to see, you know, those squiggly lines on the top. Those squiggly lines on the top means you need to make those letters long. Yeah, just to keep things very simple. Yeah, even though there's much more to articulating those letters, for now, just keeping things simple, you have to make them long. How long? 3 times what you do normally. Like, for example, yeah, the letters which are not long. So, for example, here, ta, ha, ta, ha, each one, ta, ha. The letters with the squiggly lines on top, you have to make them thrice as long. So, instead of ta, ha, what would you say? Alif, lam, ra. Alif, lam, ra. Okay, this is how you'd say it. You make it 3 times as long. Obviously, there's a reason why as well, but it would just be going off on a tangent then. So these letters, these are known as huruf al-muqatta'at in the Quran. So I'll just articulate them for you. Repeat after me. Try to repeat after me. It's not it's not the greatest priority as of now. Because we are still at the level of letter recognition and we haven't yet gotten to the harakat yet. So just repeat after me so that you have some level of familiarity now. And inshallah ta'ala, we will try to come back to it and do it in a more thorough manner, inshallah ta'ala. So for now, just repeat after me. And there might be some things which I'm making longer than what you would think. That's for a reason, because there are rules regarding that as well. Just imitate for now. Don't worry about it. Just imitate for now. Alif, lam, mim. Yes, Muhammad.
So just one question. How long do you say it for? Is it for a couple 5 seconds, or how long do you like elongate it? If that makes sense.
That is not a valid way to measure your recitation. Yeah, because you might be reciting quicker. If you recite quicker, then it obviously will be shorter. There is no fixed time on the basis of which you can measure your recitation. Your recitation is measured by a yardstick, which is different. And again, these questions are tajweed questions. We are not yet at the level of tajweed. Yeah, as a simple thing, if you're reciting quicker, then obviously alif lam mim, you'll recite it much quicker than if you're reciting slower, isn't it? A measure of time doesn't make sense then, a fixed measure of time.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Excuse me.
Yes,
me.
yes, please. Yes.
It's actually how I learned it. It was like to explain it. You will stretch it like is equal to 2 alifs or 3 alif or 4 alif, like that. Like when I learned it, like it depends on the density of the madda, and then you will make it as long as it's thick, something like that.
Yes, correct. Yeah. but we are not there yet. For me to explain that itself, we'll be going off on a tangent. So for now, all I'm saying is just
Okay.
imitate. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, for me to say, see, actually, in that alif there is no mad there. In the lam there is a mad lazim because of the sukun and the noon after it, and the sukun and the noon after because of the meme after it goes into an idgham. So this idgham is the longest gunna, atwal al gunna, akmal al gunna, and then the meme also has a mad lazim, and these these mudud lazima you do it for sitta harakat. All of these things is like that. That's not where we are now. This is not. Yeah. We are at the
Okay.
beginning. Yeah. Okay. Yes, no doubt. There's a lot of detail behind all of those things. We are not there yet. Yeah. Inshallah, step by step. Okay. Alif Lam Mim. Yeah. Just repeat. Alif Lam Mim Sad. Alif Lam Mim Sad. Alif Lam Ra. Alif Lam Ra. Alif Lam Mim Ra. Alif Lam Mim Ra. كاف ها يا عين صاد. كاف ها يا عين صاد. طه طه طاسيم ميم. طاسيم ميم. طاسيم طاسين ياسين ياسين صاد صاد حاميم 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 عين سين قاف حاميم عين سين قاف 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 نون نون. Okay, that was just so that like a very basic first first time familiarization, just so that you're aware of it. You don't need to worry about it just now. Yeah. Was there any trouble with identifying the letters which are there? Was there an issue in identifying the
No.
letters? No? Anyone else? Anyone else had any trouble? Yes?
Yes, with CAF.
Have we not come across this yet? Yeah, we have, haven't we? See?
The way it's
Yeah, it's
written
just
and the
it's spread out, that's all. Yeah, it's the same. It's just spread out. Okay? Yeah, good. Struggled with ayn in the sense to identify the ayn. This is the ayn. Yeah? If it's written in between, okay? Yeah, that's how it's written in between. I think we have come across it before, haven't we? Have we not? I think we've had. Yeah, there you go. We came across it today. See, this is the ayn in between. Yeah? It's the ayn in between. Okay? That's how it looks like if it's in between. Okay? Anything else? Anything else? Okay, so that's the end
No,
of the.
thank you.
Okay, okay. Jazakallah khair. So this is the end of the third lesson, and the author has got a comment here to check where we are. بعد الانتهاء من الدرس الثاني والثالث. So after finishing the second and third lesson, الحروف المركبة والمقطعة. So the compounded letters when they come together, and also these broken letters. يجب أن تكون لدى الطالب. It is necessary that the student has now أن تكون لدى الطالب القدرة في معرفة والتمييز أي حرف من حروف القرآن من غير تردد. فمثلا قوله تعالى. So it is now necessary that the student has a familiarization with the letters of the Arabic alphabet as they would be found in the Quran, in the Mus'haf, and the student must be able to recognize it without any hesitation. Yeah, or any second thoughts, what letter the student is looking at. There shouldn't be any hesitation in that regard. Yeah, if I were to open the Musaf and point what letter is such and such letter, you should be able to get it immediately. There shouldn't be any hesitation in that regard. So, for example, for مثلا قوله تعالى here, عما يتساءلون. So, if يقرأه الطالب بالسورة التالية بلا تردد. So, if he were to see this in the Quran, that you'll be able to say immediately without hesitation, the letters there are Ain, Mim, Ya, Ta, Sin, Alif, Hamza, Lam, Waw, and Nun. Yeah, so this is where we should be, inshallah ta'ala. This is where we should be at this stage. So what we're going to do before proceeding, because we don't want to just proceed for the sake of proceeding, what we're going to do is just we're going to point out, like from the homework, we'll just go through the page and each one just go through one line for me, one line of the Mus'haf telling me what letters they see, okay? Bismillah. Let's do that, inshallah ta'ala. Bismillah. Who wants to go first? Someone who has not yet volunteered. Bismillah. Yeah. Like the scholars, they say. La ilaha-
Excuse me.
Yes, please.
Excuse me. I'm sorry to interrupt you. Actually, I need to I can attend only from 2 up till 3. Like even for last 20 minutes of before 3, I attend my class while driving because I need to pick my kids from school. So
Okay.
now at 3 p.m. I will leave. Can you please? Can I read first, and then can you please tell what we need to do during the next week? Like I did I listened
The class, yes, the class will be recorded, so you'll be able to get that, inshallah ta'ala. So you can listen to the part that you have missed, and you can catch up, inshallah ta'ala. Jazakallahu khairan. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. So, Bismillah, someone who hasn't read yet, Bismillah, make an effort, inshallah ta'ala. Like the scholars, they say, لا ينال العلم الاثنان المستحي والمتكبر. Like two people will never attain knowledge. They will never attain knowledge. The one who is shy and the one who is arrogant. One who is too shy to learn and one who is too arrogant to learn. So, inshallah ta'ala, none of us.
Assalamualaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah. Yes, please.
Can I try?
Yes, please, go ahead.
Hamza, Noon,
Hmm?
Alif, Lam.
For now, that letter it's actually a type of Hamza which we have not yet come across. It's called a Hamzatul Wasl. Okay, it's just we haven't come across that, so you're not expected to know that. So for now, just say it's a Hamzatul Wasl. It's a type of Hamza. We will come across it later, and we'll talk about what to do with it later. For now, just say it's a Hamzatul Wasl.
Hamzatul Wasl.
Hmm.
Lam.
Excuse me. On my screen it's showing a page of Quran, not the words.
Yes, we are going through the page of the Quran. Yeah, the page of the Muslim.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. Jazakallah khairan. Yes, please carry on.
Lam, Dal, Ya, Noon. Kaf, Fa,
Kaf.
Kaf, Fa, Ra.
Fa.
Pardon?
Fa.
Fa.
Don't make the letters like raised. Fa, ka. That's not how it's in Arabic. That's how it's in Urdu. In Arabic, it's ka, fa.
Fa.
Good.
Ra.
Okay.
Wow. There is a sukoon on alif.
It's not a sukoon. It's basically to tell you that that letter is never read. It's more like a punctuation
Silent.
mark. Okay. Yeah. It's an alif with a mark telling you that alif is never read. Okay. It's an alif. Okay.
Okay. Alif.
Yeah.
Mim. Wow. Alif, Hamza, Ain, Lam, Ya, Ha, Mim.
Ha.
Ha.
No, not ha. There shouldn't be any throat sound. This sound shouldn't be there. It's just breathing out. Ha.
Ha.
Try to bring it from within. Ha. Okay, better. Good.
Mim, Hamza, Hamza, Noon, Zal,
The tongue between the teeth. Zal.
Zal, Ra,
Okay.
Ta,
Ta.
Ta, Ha, Mim, Hamza, Mim, Lam, Mim, Ta, Noon, Za,
The
Ra,
again tongue between the teeth. The.
Za, Ra, Ha,
No. Ha.
Ha, Mim.
Good. Excellent. Jazakallahu khairan. Anyone had any questions in that? So that's the first line. Any questions there? Any questions? Yes, go ahead, Tao.
So I think between alif and wow on the first line is shin, not mim, right? After alif sukun, we have shin with fatha and wow. Because I heard from her. No.
Sorry, where I can't tell where are you looking at?
Yes, your mouth is right there.
Okay.
On the,
yeah, it's a scene. Yeah, it's a scene, not a sheen. Correct. Yeah, it's a scene.
Because I heard she read is meme.
No, I thought I heard scene. Yeah, I heard scene. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Anything else? Anyone? Who wants to go next? Bismillah. Go for it. Who wants to go next? The next line. Someone who hasn't done yet. Who wants to go? Who hasn't gone yet? Bismillah, go ahead. Okay, Tao, go ahead.
Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Lam, alif, ya, wow.
It's not a wow. Yeah, whenever you see a Hamza on anything, it's a Hamza. It's not a wow. Yeah.
Okay. Yes, it's Hamza.
Okay.
Mim, nun, wow, nun. Kho, nun, ta, mim, alif.
It's a Hamzatul Wasl. Yeah, just know its name. Yeah, Hamzatul Wasl. For now, just know its name. We'll talk about what it does later. Okay, you don't need to worry about it just now. It's a Hamzatul Wasl.
Okay. The next one is lam. Lam.
Ha.
Ha.
No sound from the throat. Don't do. No, none of that. Just breathe out. Just completely just breathe out from the like almost from your lungs. Yeah, again.
Ha.
Much better.
Okay. The next one, Ain. Lam.
Good.
Ya.
Okay, so just again, like we said here, if a letter carries another letter, that means it is that letter. So if you see an alif on top of that letter, that tells you it is an alif. Yeah, we haven't done this yet. So yeah, there's no you would think it is a ya, but in reality, it is the type of an alif which is known as an alif maqsura. Yeah, we haven't done that yet, so don't worry about it. But as you can see there is an alif on top of that ya, isn't it? So that tells you it's not a ya, but rather an alif. So you read it as ala, khatam Allahu ala. Okay, carry on.
Yeah. The next one, Qaf, Lam, Wow, Ba, Ha, Mim, Wow, Ain, Alif.
Alif. How is it alif?
Because the above we have alif, so this
No, between ayn and the alif there is something.
Lam,
Yeah.
alif, shin,
Again?
shin,
Seen. It's a seen.
sin,
Yeah, seen.
sin,
Mm.
mim, ain, ha, mim, wow, ain, lam, alif.
Good. Very good. Jazakallah khairan. Next. Who wants to go next? Yeah, you just read it off. Halas, just read it off. Bismillah. Who wants to go next? Who wants to go next?
I will go
Bismillah.
next.
Yes, Carla, go ahead.
Bismillah, Bismillah. Alif, oh, Hamza, sorry.
Yes, correct. Good.
Ba, Sod, yeah, is that?
No, that's actually like a
Alif.
small alif. It's an alif there. Yeah.
Alif.
It's not written as a full letter, but it's marked. There's a reason for that. But for now, just know that there's an alif there. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ha.
No, ra. You have left
Oh,
ra after
sorry.
the alif. Yeah.
Ra. Ha.
Good.
Mim. Ghain. Sheen. Wow. Oh, Alif.
Between the sheet. Yeah, good.
Alif. Wow. Ha.
No. What kind of this is? Can you see what's on top of it?
2 dots.
Which letter has 2 dots above?
Hamza.
2 dots above. What letter is this?
Ta.
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 But it's not like a normal ta, is it?
No. Yeah. No.
Yeah, it's called something, isn't it? Yeah. Can someone please remind us?
Ta marbuta.
Ta marbuta. Yeah, it's the ta of femininity. Yeah, it's ta marbuta. Okay. Just say it. Yeah, ta marbuta.
Ta marbuta.
Good. Very good. Good.
Wow.
Yes.
Lam. Ha. Mim. Ain. Z.
The.
The.
No, with your tongue between the teeth. The. Good.
Alif. Ba. Ain. Fa.
No, this is a va. It's like the, but only heavy. Va. Same. Very good.
Va.
Mm.
Ya. Mim. Carry on.
Yes, please.
Wow. Mim. Noon. Alif. Lam.
Like we said, this is a Hamzatul Wasl. Can you see that squiggly line on top?
Yes.
Yeah, so it's a Hamzatul Wasl. Just say Hamzatul Wasl for now.
Hamza to wasl.
Yes, Hamzatul Wasl. Carry on.
Lam,
Mm.
Noon,
Mm.
Lam,
No.
Seen.
Okay. No, it's not a lam. How is it lam?
Oh, Alif.
Yes, seen.
Seen.
Good. Good. Excellent. Yeah. Bismillah. Next one. Just roll it off. Who's going next?
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Huh? So, yeah, we'll just see if someone else wants to do it. Bismillah. Go ahead. Keep it going. Who wants to do it? Yes, Rosina, go ahead.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Meme,
Hmm.
Noon,
Hmm.
Ya, Qaf,
Off.
Qaf,
Good.
Wow,
Hmm.
Lam,
Hmm.
Hamza,
Hmm.
Alif,
Hmm.
Meme, Noon, Alif, Ba, Alif. Or is
No.
that that's what you mentioned earlier. But I
Yes.
forgot.
Hamzatul Wasl.
Hamzatul Wasl.
Okay.
Lam,
Hmm.
Ha.
There's two lambs there, isn't it? Lamb.
Oh yeah. Lam,
Yes.
Lam, Ha,
Hmm.
Wow,
Hmm.
Ba,
Hmm.
and the same Hamzatul Wasl.
Good. Hamzatul Wasl.
Yeah. Lam, Ya,
Hmm.
Wow,
Hmm.
Meme,
Hmm.
Hamzatul Wasl.
Hmm.
Lam, Hamza,
Good.
Kha,
Lam, correct. After it is the Hamza. After the Hamza.
Hamza. Alif.
Excellent. Here, as you can see here, the
Yeah.
Alif is after the Hamza. Good. Carry on.
Kha,
Ha.
Kha,
There's no ka in Arabic. From the throat, like clearing a throat. Ha.
Kha,
No, you're not clearing your throat. Ka is on the tongue. Ha.
Kha.
Better.
But,
A bit more
yeah,
forceful.
still practicing.
A bit more forceful. Ha.
Kha.
No, that was weaker.
Yeah.
Ha.
Kha.
Okay, for now that will do. Bismillah, carry on.
Ra,
Hmm.
Wow,
Hmm.
Meme,
Hmm.
Alif, Ha,
Not ha. Ha.
Ha,
Hmm.
Meme,
Hmm.
Ba, Meme, Hamza,
Hmm.
Meme,
Hmm.
Noon, Ya,
Hmm.
Noon.
Okay, good. Excellent. Very good.
Jazakallah.
Next. Anyone else? Anyone else who hasn't read yet wants to have a go? Anyone else who hasn't read yet who wants to have a go? Okay, Bismillah. Doesn't matter if you have read before. If you haven't read from this mushaf, from this page, Bismillah. Who wants to read? Bismillah. Anyone? Who wants to do it? Someone. Bismillah. Saif Khan, do you want to do it, please? Saif Khan, would you like to do it?
Yeah, sure.
Bismillah. Go ahead.
Bismillah. Ya,
Good.
Kha, Dal,
No, between the kha and the dal, there's something. There's another letter.
is it Ya?
No, can you see that? It's like a small form of the same letter.
A,
Alif, alif.
Alif,
Yeah, alif, dal.
Alif, Da, Ain, Waw, Noon, Alif.
No, it's not an alif. What did we say?
Actually, I joined recently.
Okay, sorry. Don't worry about this. Anyone, please? What is it called?
Hamzatul Wasl.
Yeah, it's called a Hamzatul Wasl. It's a type of a Hamza. It's a type of a Hamza called a Hamzatul Wasl. What to do with it? We'll talk about it later. Right now, we're just recognizing letters. Yeah, it's a Hamzatul Wasl. You can see the squiggly line on top, isn't it?
Okay, okay.
Yeah, so that means it's not an alif. It's a Hamzatul Wasl.
Hamzatul Wasl.
Excellent. Next, carry on.
Lam. Lam, Alif.
No, there's just lam, lam. Yeah, there's two
Lam.
lambs there.
Okay, Lam, Lam, Ha, Waw, Hamzatul Wasl.
Good.
Lam, Dal,
Dal.
Dal,
Good.
Ya, Noon, Hamza, Alif, Mim, Noon, Waw, Ha.
No, this is also an alif, but that circle on top tells you that that letter is never read. Yeah, that it's like a punctuation mark. Yeah,
Okay.
it's there to protect that wow. Basically, it's an alif, but you never read it. You never read it. Okay, that's why it's got that
Alif.
circle on top. Yeah, it's an alif. Okay.
Okay. Waw, Mim, Alif, Ya.
It's an alif. Don't say it with an ain. It's not a alif. It's alif.
Okay, Alif.
Good.
Ya, Kha, Dal, Ain, Waw, Noon, Alif,
No.
Ain.
Kaif ain. How can it be ain? Look at yeah, you've joined recently. We've looked at this already. Whenever you see the Hamza, it doesn't matter what it's doing, where it's at, it's a Hamza. As you can see, it's a Hamza here. Where else did you see? Here, for example, just on top of that. Yeah, meaning that Hamza sat on a wow.
Yeah.
It's still a Hamza. Doesn't matter what the Hamza sat on. It's always a Hamza. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's a Hamza. Good.
Lam, Alif, Hamza, Noon, Pa, Sin, Ha, Mim.
Excellent. Jazakallahu khairan. Very good. Bismillah. Next. Where were we? Okay. Yes, who wants to go? Amina, yes, please go ahead.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Waw, Mim, Ya, Sheen, Ain, Ra, Mim.
Sorry, 1 minute. I'm a bit disoriented because I'm not used to looking at the Quran like this, letters by letters. Where were we? Yeah. Yeah, I've come back now. Yeah, we're here. Yes. Go ahead, please.
Waw, Mim, Alif, Ya, Sheen, Ain, Ra, Mim, Noon.
No,
Fa,
Ra.
Waw, Noon. Fa, Ya, Kaf, Qaf,
Not
Alif.
Again, say it, please. Qaf.
قاف
Good.
قاف ألف واو
No, not
باء
alif. Not alif.
لام
Yes.
لام واو باء حاء ميم راء ضاد فاء
Dog. There's no
ضاد
zod in again. It's from the back of the tongue. Dod.
ضاد
Good. Very good. Yeah.
ضاد
Don't ever say it. It's waladdallin. Yeah. Yeah. It's a dod. Yeah. That's the sound of the letter dod. Carry on, please.
فاء ذا دال
Yeah,
حاء
between the za and the dal, there's a letter.
ألف sorry دال حاء ميم ألف همزة الوصل
Good.
لام حاء ميم راء ضاد ألف
Dod, your tongue must touch. Dod.
ضاد
Yeah. And
ضاد
alif.
ألف
Excellent. Very good. Next. Bismillah. Yes, Atir, go ahead.
Yeah, Bismillah. Wow. Alif. Ha.
Right. No, not alif. Wow.
Lam. Sorry.
Yes.
Ha. Mim. Ain. Ba. Alif. Ba. Hamzatul Wasl.
No, it's not
Lam.
Hamzatul Wasl. This is just a normal Hamza.
What's the difference? How can you tell the difference?
You can see the Hamzatul Wasl. Yeah, the Hamzatul Wasl has that squiggly line, which is basically the head of the Sod because it's Wasl with a Sod. It tells you it's a Hamzatul Wasl. Here it's a Hamzatul Qata' with the Ain, the head of the Ain. I.e., this is the normal Hamza. You can just say Hamza. That's it. Enough. Yeah, just say Hamza.
Hamza, Lam, Ya, Mim, Ba, Mim, Lam.
Not Lam.
It's Alif.
Good.
Alif, Kaf,
Yes.
Alif, Ba, Za,
No.
Za.
No. Which letter has one dot on top of it? It joins after it. The Zal doesn't join to the letter after it. Yes?
Noon,
Good. Noon.
Wow, Alif,
Good.
Ya. What is this?
The same letter which you read. This letter.
Kaf,
Yes.
Kaf, Ba.
Zal.
What is
Say
that?
Zal.
Dal,
Yeah.
Dal, Ba, Wow, Ba.
How is it bad? You just said bad. The dots below it.
Noon, sorry.
Yes. Noon.
Wow.
Is
that Hamza or Alif?
It's a Hamza. Can you see the Hamza there? It's out below the Alif. It's a Hamza. That's it. Hamza.
Okay. Hamza, Dal, Alif, Qaf.
Again?
Qaf.
Off.
Qaf.
Yeah.
Ya. Lam. Lam. Ha. Mim.
Good. Excellent. Jazakallahu khairan. Bismillah. Anyone else wants to do some more? One more line? Actually, what we'll do, how much have we done? We have done half a page, isn't it? Which is good. Maybe what we'll do, is we'll carry on with this page, inshallah ta'ala, next week. Yeah, next week we'll carry on working our way through this page before we move on to the next chapter in the book. Before we move on to the next chapter in the book. So next week as well, listen to the same page. Listen to the same page. Continue listening to the same page and familiarizing yourself with the letters of the alphabet, letters of the Arabic alphabet. Okay, so in that case, maybe we can do some more, inshallah ta'ala, maybe 2 more lines. Bismillah. Anyone wants to do? Anyone? Anyone wants to go for it?
Can I?
Yes. Bismillah.
Lam,
Hmm.
Alif,
Hmm.
Ta,
Hmm.
Fa, Sin, Da, Waw,
Dal. Dal. The letter is called dal. The sound is da, but the letter is called dal.
Dal,
Hmm.
Waw, Alif, Fa, Ya, Hamzatul Wasl,
Hmm.
Lam, Hamza,
Good. Can you see the difference here? The Hamza here and the Hamza we saw here. Can you see the difference?
yeah,
So this Hamza is by itself. It's before the Alif. Here, it's on top of the Alif. That's it. That's the Hamza. Where is it? Yeah. It's the Hamza. That's it. Yeah. Like you said. Yeah. Bismillah. Carry on.
Ra,
Hmm.
Dad,
Hmm.
Qaf,
Hmm.
Alif,
Hmm.
Lam, Waw, Alif, Hamza, Noon, Mim, Alif, Noon, Ha, Noon, Mim, Sad, Lam,
Sod.
Sa, Sad, Lam, Ha,
Ha.
Waw, pardon,
Ha.
Ha,
Okay.
Waw, Noon, Hamza, Lam, Alif, Hamza, Noon, Ha, Mim.
Good. Excellent. Jazakallahu khairan. Any questions? Any questions anyone might have? Any issues anyone is facing? Anything at all? Any questions?
Why are some letters written in so many different ways?
Because of how letters are joined, because of the joining of letters, if the letter comes at the beginning of the word, it will take a particular form. Why? Because there is something it joins to after it, but there's nothing it joins to before it. Okay.
Could you explain the kaf which I read?
So yes, for example, the kaf here is at the beginning of the word kanu. Okay. So obviously, because it's at the beginning of the word, it's the first letter. It doesn't join to anything before it. But here, yakdhibun is in the middle of the word. So it joins to something before it, and it joins to something after it as well. Okay.
Okay.
Whereas the letters like the dal, they do not join to anything after it, even if they are in the middle of the word. Okay, like the letters like the dal, the wow, the ra. Where's the ra? Like the ra, even the zai. Even if they're in the middle of the word, they don't join to. So these kinds of letters, you won't see them any different, because they don't join. They are always in the same shape. Yeah, this is just the way of writing Arabic. Okay, so these letters, they don't, like alif doesn't join to anything after it. Yeah, but it can join to that which is before it. Yeah, it can, like for example here, وَمَا يَشْعُرُونَ. Yeah, But it will never join to anything after, even though it's in the middle of the word. Okay, so each letter has its peculiarities. Yeah, some letters will join to that which is before it and join to that which is after it as well. So in that case, obviously, when they come in the middle of the word, they'll look different than compared to the beginning of the word, because there's nothing before it to join to. Or if they come at the end of the word, because there's nothing after it to join to. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yeah, and is it still soon for me to tell where the word starts and where it ends?
You don't need to do that. Yeah, you wouldn't be able to do that unless you learn Arabic. You wouldn't be able to definitively do that. In some instances, you can, because, like for example, وَإِذَا قِيلَ لَهُمْ قِيلَ, you can tell the lam is at the end of the word, because if it were not, it would join to the what's after it. Okay, so in some instances you can tell, but in other instances you can't tell, and that does not affect.
Understand the language. So I'll be able to tell understand the language.
When you understand the language, yes, you can definitely tell. But other than that, no doubt there's spacing between words, even though once you get used to how the Quran how the Mus'haf is written, you can tell. So for example, there's a space there, there's a space here. Yeah, this is not a space. That's because the waw doesn't connect to anything after it. Yeah, there's a space here. Okay, you won't be able to definitively tell at this point, yeah, and you're not expected to do so as well. But you'll be able to pick that up, inshallah ta'ala, when you learn the language. Or the only time it becomes significant is when you're reciting the Quran and you have to stop in between. You can't stop in the middle of a word. Like even like normal speech, I can't stop midway. Yeah, I can't stop. Yeah, it's not meaningful to do so. So that is at a later stage for you to. We'll discuss how you figure out where to stop and where not to stop, and how to stop. Those things come at a later stage. We are right now just at the beginning. We are just recognizing letters for now, so you don't need to worry about those things as of now. Okay. Oh yeah. Anything else? Anything else? Do we feel like we're getting more and more familiar with the alphabet? With the letters? Yes, Muhammad, what's the question? Go ahead.
Sorry, no questions. I'm going to put a thumbs up.
Oh, okay, khair, inshallah. Yeah, so that's that, inshallah ta'ala. So you just keep working. So this week as well, we won't move to the next page. We'll listen to the same page again, and inshallah ta'ala, hopefully, we would be able to recognize much more, as we can clearly see in the class that you're able to recognize all these letters. You'll be able to, inshallah ta'ala, do more of that. And we'll finish off the page next week, inshallah ta'ala, in class, going through all of it before we move to the next page, inshallah ta'ala, the next chapter in the book, inshallah ta'ala. Yeah. Are there any final questions before we finish? Otherwise, we'll finish, inshallah ta'ala, and carry on next week, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala. Khair, inshallah ta'ala. We'll finish here and carry on next week, inshallah. Allahumma ya fattahu. اللهم انفعنا وارفعنا بالقرآن الكريم واجعله لنا إماما ونورا وهدى ورحمة. اللهم ذكرنا منه ما نسينا وعلمنا منه ما جهلنا وارزقنا تلاوته آناء الليل وأطراف النهار واجعله لنا شفاء وشفيعا وحجة يا رب العالمين. اللهم بارك لنا في رجب وشعبان وبلغنا رمضان وجزى الله عنا سيدنا محمدا صلى الله عليه وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم ما هو أهله وجزاكم الله كل خير والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.